Basara, what's up, man? Yeah, if you ain't first, you're last. Gosh, that's such a great movie quote. How you doing tonight, man? Okay. Keep just working through these guys. Figured I'd get my TB started while we wait for people to just trickle in here before we get into it. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I'm planning to do, as far as testing goes, I'm planning to try to not just like, okay, this is going to work right away. Like, I want to test the stuff that maybe I'll be able to look at a little bit more in depth. Say, all right, how do these Jedi do? How does this do? How does that do? You know, we'll just kind of figure it out. I think like this first, so far the reports I'm hearing seem to be pretty solid. So I'm pretty pumped about that. When is next video with Egnards? You know, it's funny. Actually very funny. Bring that up. We were talking. We're gonna do it something here soon. I don't want to kind of spoil too much of it, but I did message him to say, hey, we should do something soon. So yeah, more to come on that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I've always enjoyed, you know, every time I get to collab with Agnards, it's always just a fun time between he and I. Yeah, I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know how many of those 3-mans I will personally be able to pull off because I don't have the teams yet. Oh my god. But we're gonna at least try some of this stuff, see what we can kind of do here. I'd say what I'm most excited for with this raid is that I feel like they've learned from every single, you know, previous raid. So I feel like this one is going to be a lot more, have a lot less problems early on. That's just my assumption. I'm sure there will be things coming out, but so far everything I've heard has been pretty positive. So I'm kind of like bummed because I think my guild was expecting an absolute just disaster fest, and so we kind of didn't want to do the raid right away. And now it's looking like everything works, and you're like, darn it, we should have done more. So we'll kind of have to wait and see how all of this goes. Also, just a forewarning, it is like thunderstorming at my house. So if randomly stream cuts out, it's probably because I lost power. So just thought I'd mention that. Do another like TB battle or two, and then we'll kind of get into the whole nonsense here. I hate this Death Trooper so much. Ooh, yikes. Okay, thank goodness. Can we kill him? No, but we'll at least... I just need to stun him and get, like... Okay, come on. Just stun him. Oh, that's bad news. Ooh, he didn't use the... Oh, normally he uses Death Mark and you're kind of cooked at that point. Alright, let's heal up Leia here. There we go. Alright, we should be okay now. That Death Trooper, man, is just that is the worst part of this entire Kafrene mission, is those Death Troopers and the Death Mark. I've only survived losing Drogon once, and it was way too much work. Alright, let's just nail that guy. Okay, and we're just going to save Leia's ultimate. There we go. All right. What's up, teacher man? How you doing, buddy? All right, let's hit this up. Dude, Kyle, dude, that was a beautiful win, man. So of course, like, you had like the weather delay, and we're all like, this is ridiculous, like 5 minutes left. And so then none of us know when the game's back on. I just get a notification. I didn't get a notification that it restarted. I just get a notification that Benfica scored a pen. I was fuming. But man, extra time came around and we did what we should have done from the start. So it was a great win. Go on. Come on now. Oof, Leia. Taking some damage there, girlfriend. Let's just hit this up. Nice. Okay, that guy's dead. And this should help out. Of course, I isn't targeting the right people, but it doesn't matter. Game, set, match. All right. All right, let's get in some Order 66 testing here. Raid is better than Naboo minus the paywall. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, so I want to just try, right? So I want to start out with just no remodding for these guys. Just kind of throw in what I have and see how it works on the Relic 5 tier. What's up, Egnards? People, every once in a while, I get some people to come in here and watch. All right, so I think I have to kill, who is this over here? Fox, and the other one's Oppo. All right, okay, call Batcher to assist. Again, I have no idea if I am doing this right. Oof. Holy balls. Again, I should, like, read up on how to do these, how to, like, beat these guys, but so far, I do not like this. This just does not feel good. Holy crap. Yeah, this is a disaster. What did I even just press? Oh my gosh. Oh, we lost Batcher. I can't target Lord Vader yet. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you this is the first time I have ever used this team on offense. Yeah, I don't hate this at all so far. I'm not going to lie. This is way faster than it used to be. Okay. All right, I don't know what I'm going to do with that team yet. I'll figure that one out. I don't want to mess around with that team. I figured they were going to be rough. Yeah, I don't want to remod them, but I know I'm going to have to. All right, so let's try. I want to try this. I just want to see if Nest. I know she works on the Relic on like the 0 tier, but I want to see if Nest works here. All right, so that's not going to be a max score then, because we're not going to get all the Jedi. Yeah, so far, Nest is not doing anything here. Now, I don't know, again, this is no remodding, guys, so I don't know if I just need to go drop down to the lower tier or not. Yeah, we're going to try this on the lower tier. So far, that is not what I was hoping she would be able to solo things. Come on, Nest. Do something for me, girlfriend. All right. Okay, there we got dazes this time. Yeah, I don't know if I just need more damage, if I need more speed. I've got to kill one of these guys soon. Yeah, yikes. All right, let's go. Come on, kill like one of these. Okay. Oof. Stun is not good. And I have a ton of tenacity on this girl, too. Okay. Oof. Man, Lord Vader just doing me dirty with this. Okay, go here. Yeah, so I was really hoping I didn't have to completely remod. That was my thing. If I have to remod, it's not the end of the world. I was just hoping I didn't have to remod. Oh my God. Oh, that's fun. All right, let's try Hondo now. Let's just see what he does. Okay. Yeah, so if I feel like if I modded Hondo for a lot more offense, I'd be better here. But we'll see. Okay. Well, okay, so Astro, one, I don't have Scorch at Relic 9, so that's not a possibility. Oof. Come on, Hondo. Okay. I like this so far. So I like being able to use Hondo. Oh, shoot. That was stupid. Okay, come on, buddy. There we go. Jeez, these stuns are just brutal, man. All right. Dang. Okay, go there. Just start going after Lord Vader once I can get rid of the stuns. All right. Yeah, none of this is live. It's all a simulation. Oof. All right, that's not bad. I'll take 280 with Hondo. I got to figure out how to beat Lord Vader, but that worked better. I liked that. All right, now I want to try let's see here. I heard Tarkin can kind of... I want to see if Tarkin solo works. All right. Do this. Let's just... That worked. I wonder how high up Tarkin could solo. There we go. Guys, yeah, in case anybody's wondering, I have not watched... Like, I've watched people do this, but I've not studied any of the strategy. I'm just... This is all shooting from the hip. All right. Yeah, definitely don't want to keep that because I want to try to use... that elsewhere. Okay. I like that so far. That's nice. All right, let's see if that works on the on this tier. Listen, guys, Agnar's giving me shit. I try to give a genuine, like, hey, I didn't go watch... I prefer to not just be a repeat of what Arnold posts. Wow, stuns suck. Really? Nah, hold on. That is so crazy. All right. Give me 1 sec, guys. I gotta lock in something here. Okay. Let's just hit that up. Oof. See, the stun from... That was Oppo, wasn't it? All right. Let's keep trying here. I'm just curious, guys. I just want to see how this can... If it can work here. Okay. I should have targeted Fox. Now, see, that is very interesting. So they very much make it, like, almost, I don't want to say impossible, but they make it a lot, like, so the difference between tiers is, like, massively significant here. Which feels like it did back in the, which feels like it did in, you know, like, what's it called? Battle for Naboo. Where it felt like it just was, like, way harder than it needed to be. So now let's just throw in, like, a bunch of random... don't even know if those guys will do anything. I don't know if I want to try that. Try the 3-man. All right, you want me to try a legitimate 3-man here? So I can try that on... I can try this on the Relic 7 tier. I don't know if they need the Relic 8 to make that work or not. Dodge. Give me a break. Good God. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Take out Fox first. Oh, there we go. Throw it, see what we do. Nope. What did that? Oh. We just like bugging out here? Alright, discard and retry. Alright. I wish Fox and Oppo looked different. I will say, that's going to throw me for a loop. I know I'm going to remember that one is on the other side, but it's going to throw me for a loop. Alright. Ooh. 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 I don't think it's supposed to work like that. I mean, I don't think it's supposed to work like that. I don't even think my Jocasta had that much health that it, like, that should be able to do that to her. Okay, good job, Kelleran. Yeah, see, the stuns are just misery. Oh my God. Yeah, hold on. Let me see something here. Add a stack of execute. Yeah, that is just... How are people surviving that opening? I mean, like, I'm okay. Let me just try with these guys and see if it makes a difference. All right, hit that. Oh my God. Am I, like, I'm not crazy for saying, like, the bonus damage here is that is just, like, unreal. Like, look at this. I mean, like, tell me I'm not, like, an idiot. I mean, I should say, I know I'm an idiot. Alright, that's what I scored last time. Okay. Yeah, Jocasta was bugging out there on us, so... Oof. 1, 2. Yeah, dude, Jacosta's just, like, broken on me. Okay, now, see, that's the Keller and Beck I remember from the Nightfall era battle. Oh, shoot, that was dumb. Counterattack, counterattack. Good job, buddy. Okay. All right. I don't know that that's the way it's supposed to work, but it worked. That worked. All right. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that one. I would just like to try and use, like, another team. Like, I'd like to get the 3-man to work if I could. I wonder if Plo makes a difference. All right. See, that's the problem, is I need to kill Fox with that opening play. Which maybe that's just... I mean, I can remod my Keller and Beck if I have to. I just don't... Would really love to not have to remod for this. I got so tired of that with the Naboo raid. I'm also wondering if I need to add, like... Oh, dodge. Are you joking? Yeah, see, the stuns are just crazy. Yeah, that's just nuts, man. Okay, there's a crit hit. That's good. Okay. Of course, Keller and Beck got stunned, and we're doing the massive... The massive damage to Keller and Beck is just miserable, because you just get, like... It doesn't matter that he's modded for protection. I mean, I'm sure it's just... I mean, I know it's just a modding thing. I just don't feel like making it a modding thing. Alright. Oh my god. Jeez. I don't even get a turn. Yeah, didn't even get a turn there. Alright, let's try... Let's just try the 3-man here. I don't think this will work either. I think I'm going to have to drop down a tier or something, but... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. That is problematic. Those stuns are problematic. Do I think CG would ever make a GL of a pilot of a capital ship? That's a Darfrog. That's a good question. Do I think Capital Games would ever? I'm probably going to say no. And I'm going to say no purely because I think they want the community to spend on GLs. Like, they want them to spend on stuff other than Galactic Legends. Like, I don't think that they would want to put a Galactic Legend there because we're already going to be investing heavily into it. That I think they would rather you be investing in something else. That's just the way I would kind of see it. Ooh, Tarkin. Ooh. Yeah. So they're not, I don't feel good with them at this tier. And I'm way too far off from getting what I want here. Yeah. Yeah, see, what the... How is Tarkin not getting that next immediate turn? Right? Like, shouldn't he get turn meter from that? Shouldn't I get turn meter from that? If we do get a pirate fleet, what would I expect to counter it? I don't know. I'm sure it won't be fun to counter. Man, that did not work. Jeez. Let's see if they work on, like, the Relic 5 tier. I'm gonna need another beer soon here, too. Trying to figure out which of the opening abilities I want to use on these guys. See, that's just disappointing, man. Yeah. I gotta figure out what are the opening plays. This will work with remodding. Yeah. I mean, I already have like, the only one who could probably use better mods is Tarkin. Like, I feel like my CX2 and my Oppo are already modded out of their minds. Unless it's just adding more crit chance, which, again, I'm not... Oh, my God. See, that's the... Now, this I will say. If it's gonna be a raid of... like, oh, don't get stunned. Like, I really did not want to have to remod. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, there's a crit hit. Okay, Tarkin, good job. Ugh. Troopers on break. What's going on? Yeah, see, that's just... This is just misery, dude. I mean, that's a pretty... Like, I don't know what else I'm going to throw on Tarkin here outside of just more speed. Does he need more speed? Or am I just going to have to start wailing on... Start wailing on Dark Side clones. All right. Let's try this one again. Yeah, see that we're just not getting enough critical hits that it's helping enough. And that's not helping either when I don't kill him. The other question is, do I just take Tarkin up to Relic 9 now because I know I'm going to do it anyways? So yeah, they still killed the Jedi there, which is not good. No, because Tarkin's damage is based off of his potency there. I mean, I have some stuff. I just wasn't planning to spend a lot of it there. I'm just curious if it doesn't work. I mean, I'm sure it'll work under man. I'm seeing people do it like at higher tiers. But it just feels like I can't get enough turns to make this work. Yeah, like that's not going to happen. Can I kill Fox with the basic on Tarkin? I don't know. I can try. Let me try something here. That was a crit. That's good. Okay. All right, there's one down. Yeah, see, it just like that. I mean, there's nothing you can do with those stuns. Okay. Yeah. Oof. There's gotta be some way we do this. And maybe not. Like maybe this is the thing, is they're like, yeah, we don't crit avoidance and tenacity, but then again, Tarkin's entire kit is based off of potency. Yeah, that stun. I mean, so I have one team that can score 1.8. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. Hondo can get me 300k. I'm good with that. I was really hoping this team would be performing just a little bit better. But maybe I just need to get the... There we go. See, that's better. All right. Except that's not. Like, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, I know hitting... Like, I want to hit the flag, but at the same time, I mean, like, there is not... Like, Tarkin gets stunned, and there's 300,000 damage right off the bat. Like, nothing I can do. All right, let's try. Yeah. Yeah, see, you just... I'm not going to get enough turns, so I have to hit the flag. This is where I feel like I need Scorch. Sup, Jason? Come on. There we go. See, he's dead now. So if I use the thing here. I wonder if I just throw him in here. Oh, then I lose the Nightfall Trooper. Yeah, that's not going to work. Can they work it like the Relic 3 tier? This is the thing. It seems like the tier... Like, I think Egnards had pointed this out, too. Guys, I don't have Scorch. Like, I do not have Scorch. Which leads into where I think my... Like, I kind of have my, okay, this is what I think my, you know, quote-unquote initial thoughts will be, is that you absolutely need these new teams. And there's, like, very certain ones where you can maybe get away with it. And there's other ones where, like, I don't think you're going to be able to get away with it. Okay. Let's get these freaking disguised clone troopers. Oof. All right. I mean, that's better than I was doing before. Let's retry that. It's better than we were doing before. All right. So we did this. Basic. Basics. Okay. And then we definitely hit the flag. And there goes Tarkin. So they can still... They're still getting a ton of potency on this tier. Oof, I needed that to crit. Alright, let's see if I can just get the... Yeah, see, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to get the turn anyway. Yeah, so this definitely... So, without the proper teams, this feels a little bit more like Naboo, where some of these earlier tiers just don't feel right. Like, there's no reason my Relic 9 team should feel the same on the Relic 3 tier as it does the R7 tier to a degree. Yeah, that's just... Like, there's nothing you can do when Oppo stuns you. And I really don't want to remod. I really don't want to remod, guys. Oh my gosh. No turn meter removal either. Oof. Yeah, that's not good. So you really can't get stunned at all in these opening plays is what I'm learning. I don't know how much I like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's not going to work. So that's another thing. So, and I'm glad I reserved my judgment until this point. So here's just initial thoughts so far. Very much faster than Naboo. It feels cleaner, but very, very gated behind these new characters. Almost to an unhealthy level. And I don't know that I could give you an accurate answer on why certain things happen the way that they do. This stun mechanic feels really brutal. Again, it doesn't... If I need to be modding my Tarkin for crit avoidance and tenacity, I'm gonna complain because that's not the way that his kit that you've designed works. See, and that the stun damage is just unreal. Like, I could deal with the damage, but it's this the oh yeah. Do they gain? Maybe I should go read something. Hold on. Yeah, so, okay. So here's the thing. At the Relic 9 tier, they're immune to stun. Yeah. So right there, it's basically stopping that. So that is definitely something that I feel a little bit different on. Is it feels, this raid very much feels like you kind of, like, that to me is just, immune to stun. I mean, that is, yeah. Now I feel like I want a Relic 9 Tarkin. Yeah, that's the thing. It's this guy's Clone Trooper, right? He does it on his basic. But if the faction bonus at the Relic 9 tier, Darkside clones and Tarkin are immune to stun whenever an enemy is inflicted with Order 66. Gain this. So I'm wondering, I'm going to do this anyway. So, like, I don't feel bad. I am wondering if I just Relic 9 Tarkin and see if I can score any more points than I am on these tiers. I'm very heavily debating that. I still want to do some more testing here. I still want to do some more teams. But I'm very heavily debating if that's the play kind of moving forward is... See, the thing is, like, so Caleb, the thing is, with what I notice with a lot of these kind of things is that it's not so much the, like, and I want to say this, like, it's not the moving up. It's more of an issue of, the, like, how do I want to say this? The tier changes is actually more beneficial to, like, you than it is, it's more beneficial to do, like, a higher tier for you are than it is, like, it does, I don't know, I'm not saying it right. I need to make Ayla faster here. The way to say this, moving up in the tiers is actually more beneficial for you than it is necessarily bad because of all the bonuses you get. Like, Queen Amidala was easier on the Relic 9 tier than she was the Relic 8 tier because of all the bonuses that team got. Jeez. Why is this still on the... Hold on. Go to this tier. There we go. That's the tier I wanted to try it on. Okay. There goes Ayla. Oof. Alright. So I got a request here. Do some... Okay, we'll go down to the Relic 3 tier, I guess. I don't know why it keeps moving me down there. Let's try Jedi Vanguard without. So we could do, like, Lumi lead. I'll move Ayla out. I think these guys were... This is close enough to... I think this is the Jedi Allies bundle. Oh, no. One of these perk people wasn't in it. I could try this. Again, I don't know how this is going to work. Yeah. All right. Let's go to, like, the bottom tier here and just see if we can do something there. Because it's not going to work there. It's just no damage. Qui-Gon lead. Qui-Gon, Lumi. You. Throw you and you in there. Be really nice if I could use, like, Cam in this raid. Okay. There we go. Alright, this feels a little bit better now. At like 300,000 here. Oops, I don't want to hit Lord Vader. Alright. Okay. I'm just going to have to keep hitting Lord Vader while I wait for this guy to take a turn. See, now this is frustrating. Like, that's just silliness. So that worked. There's 300k. I mean, I had to use some of the Jedi that I would use at another tier, so I might want to... Let's see if I take out Shock and Plo, and I put in, like, you and you. All right, yeah, we definitely... Definitely are noticing a much bigger difference here without the other two. But let's just see if this can work. Good job, Kit. All right. You see, Qui-Gon actually hits pretty okay. So this, yeah, we'll try some of the other. We'll throw like Depa and, you know, we'll throw some of the new ones in here, see how they do. I definitely think using Qui-Gon's offense up is going to be crucial. I think that's going to be a really big part of this team's success. But this is a little bit more promising. I'm not saying that this is great, but it's a little bit more promising. That worked. That definitely felt better. That definitely felt better. Let's retry. Let's see if I can go up a tier. See if I can go up a tier. All right, go after you. I'm gonna try offense up here this time instead of... Oof. Okay. Yeah. That definitely did not feel as clean. I'll try that one more time, and if not, maybe we'll try to throw in another. But that did not feel nearly what I would have hoped it did. Yeah, all right, we're just going to back out. Yeah, geez Louise. I don't feel like remodding that team. All right, let's go back down to... Wait, why was it... Hold on. Was it on the... I feel like this thing keeps resetting on me. See, they just take so many turns, man. Oof. All right. See, it keeps like resetting down to that tier. I mean, not that it's doing that. So let's try Jedi Vanguard. Let's go with you. We'll bring you, and I'll try you, and I'll try you. Okay, so we got crit damage up, which is good. Yeah. So this definitely feels... This also feels pretty solid. Oh, I don't know what that does. Forget what that does, but... Go... All right. Yeah, so I like... so I like this. Again, I think this feels a lot better than... I like that the... Like the... Is this the... Yeah. I like that... So that the AoE abilities are really important. So I think that's one of, like, the Depa's AoE, Temple Guard's AoE, those are really important in this raid, it feels. Yeah. So this felt pretty good there. That felt pretty good. I actually like that that's gonna free up Barris if I want to use her inside of another team there. So I like that. All right. Bad Batch. Let's go back to you guys. Okay, I have your set saved. I'm just looking to see if I have their mod loadout saved, because if I switch mods around for them, I want to remember what they were. Not that these guys actually have any decent kind of mods. You just max, yeah. So far I was not successful with them, but I'm gonna give it another go before I just call it quits on this tier and figure out what I can do. All right, go after this guy. This captive, man. Woof. All right. I think I can throw this, right? That... I thought that actually did damage. Apparently not. Let's try this again. I need to change my turn order. Dude, yeah. If you... I'm trying to... So, Greg, I'm trying to do this with very minimal... I was trying to see if I can do it without remodding. Let's see. Can this work? So that's Mark. So I got to figure out how to gain target practice. Okay. Oh, there goes Wrecker. All right, let's back out here. Let's try this again. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, dude, I'm just trying to, like, figure out this freaking Bad Batch team, man. I know I have to remod them. I just don't want to have to do it. Bad Batch is a remod. It has to be. Ugh. That is not what I wanted to hear. Okay, there goes Batcher. Okay, there's another kill. Okay. Okay, call that. All right. All right, Wrecker, that's it. Yeah, let's get this guy out of stealth there. Nice. Okay. Oh, but I'm on the... Oh, I pressed that at the wrong time. But hold on. So this is the thing. I thought I was on the Relic 5 tier, right? Like, I would have... Did it... Has... Am I crazy? Or did I, like, mess that up? Or is this legitimately, like, not... Like, am I just an idiot? Like, I would have swore I put this on the Relic 5 tier. So, like, it feels easier because it's not the proper tier. Alright, just go. I mean, I thought that was on the right tier. Let's try that again. Let's see if the difference between Relic 5 and Relic 3. Alright, so I liked leading off. I felt like I liked leading off with that. Ooh, Batcher out in the open is not good. Oof. Okay, Batcher. We got Batcher back. That's good. Okay. Oh, that other one has 2 stacks of expose on it. Okay. Ugh. Come on. Alright, let's just keep going here. Let's just see what we can do. Okay. Oof, not good. Okay, hit that up. Whoa. No remodding right there. That was no remodding on Relic 5 Bad Batch, guys. Let's retry that. Let's see if we can... I can say with confidence... that I have not used this team very much at all. Actually, this is like the first time I've ever used them. So I liked putting this out, but then they go first, so I definitely lose out on that a little bit. But let's just go that. Okay. I like using this ability with Omega. Batcher just out in the open is not a pleasant experience. Oof. Yeah. So that did not work that time. Let's back out. We're going to try that again, though. See, look. Okay, this is what I'm saying. There's something up where, like, if you press certain buttons, it, like, takes you down to the Relic 3 tier. Or it, like, takes you down a tier. I don't understand. Okay, throw this out. Use it on himself. Oof. So I gotta figure out how I'm getting Batcher. Yeah, see, it just moves it. I wonder if you retreat, if it moves you out. I've got to figure out how to keep Batcher. I wonder if I'm using the wrong ability with Omega now. All right, let's try this again. Jeez Louise. Yeah. All right, let's try that again. See, I was used... So... Oh, I'm okay with record... I was okay with record... Oh, did it again. See, it just... If you retreat from... It, like, drops you down to the Relic 3 tier, and it's really annoying. I have to fix that. I'm trying to think if I want to lead off with this, or just lead off with this. Okay, just go there. All right, he's bought me a few more turns there. Yeah, see, Wrecker just got destroyed there. Yeah. So just to give you guys a quick rundown of their mods, because obviously I don't, that run was a fluke, but Omega, we're rocking that. Wrecker has no 6E mods. Hunter has one 6-dot mod. Crosshair does have, I do have a couple on Crosshair. I actually have a decent, I would say his are at least halfway decent. And then Batcher, I have him the fastest. But I don't know. Again, I don't really have them, like, modded any specific way that's like, oh, yeah, I think this is really good. Now, see, I thought I was doing better. Hunter should be the fastest. I mean, I can just switch his mods and... Yeah, see, I put Batcher back out in the open again, which I don't like. Yeah, see, I can't gain... The target practice is just killer. Let's do this. Let's move... I don't even know what your mods are. I don't even know if it matters. Let's switch you. And let's switch to you. All right, I'm going to go get another beer, guys. Hold on. Okay. Okay, Wrecker's gonna go to target practice, yay. What am I drinking? It's called Outlaw. It is an extremely cheap beer. Okay. Call these guys to assist. Okay, Batcher, nice. Okay. I feel like if you get through the, the first, like, onslaught here, it gets a little bit easier, but I could be wrong. Okay. Oh, it's the freaking hell. This fucking God. Why? Why does it always that is okay, that is my initial thought on the raid. Fix the thing so it stops like de-ranking me. God. I've had to fix that like 6 or 7 times. Fucking ridiculous. Dude, Mikey Mike, it's so funny. I literally say the same thing all the time. That I drink cheap beer so my kids can go to college. Okay. Okay, Wrecker's back. Oops, that's not good. Okay, let's see if I just need to like rescue Omega at this point. Okay, Omega's rescued. That's good. Just basic. Okay. Alright, wave 1 is done. Alright, wave 1 is down. So let's go here. Or should I do that on Hunter to do the, I'm trying to think if that's better to do on, I don't know that it necessarily matters at this point. Like, but I think this is going to be another, this will be another successful Bad Batch run. So we'll just have to, I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see how all of this works. So that way we can figure out how to, you know, like if these mods are good enough, man, like I'm in good shape. And then it's just figuring out how I do this, how to make it consistent. And I mean, if I have to restart, I have to restart. It is what it is. You know, I'll do it, but I'd prefer not to. There we go. That's another Bad Batch at Relic 5 right there, folks. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. All right. And again, these are not, I would say like they're not that great of mods. So I'm pleased with this. I'm pleased with that. All right, I do like leading off with this first. I felt like that was like a good move for me. You know what? I'm going to try to just basic with Omega here because I want to leave Wrecker out in the open. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Do this. See if we can get some more. There we go. All right, Wrecker's back. Nice hit. All right, sweet. All right. Awesome. There you go. All right. See, I like a bunch of their abilities. I gotta say, what I really like about this team so far in the raid is that a bunch of their abilities have that, like, multi-hit ability. So I like that. I feel like that is a very solid, like, especially against Lord Vader here, that can be super annoying to try to deal with. And the fact that you just get to kind of, you know, get through that, particularly like, you know, crosshair and stuff, like I like that a lot. I'm all for it. All right, let's go. Let's attack this guy. Let's see if we can at least get him close to death. Nice. Yeah, see, Crosshair, man, once it gets down to just Lord Vader, dude, Crosshair does some work. Nice. I should have used that on another guy, but whatever. Yep, targeted the wrong person. Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm satisfied with this. I feel like this works. I'm pretty happy with that. There is a lot of, I will say there definitely does. I'm going to try this again. Because we definitely have had some RNG and I'd like to try to either eliminate that or figure out where it's coming from. But I'm satisfied with this right here. Like, this, to me, I'm operating at the level that I want this team to be operating at. Yeah, so I like leading off with this ability here. And Omega's basic, I felt like, was a lot better. I do like calling the other guys to assist. I feel like that's been really, really nice. Yep, that's fine. Okay, we're already getting target practice down on him, so that's good. Alright, so we got that going. There we go, target practice almost down. Alright. Yeah, dude. Alright, so Crosshair is like the GOAT of getting rid of target practice. There we go. Alright. Batcher's out of it too. Let's just get rid of that guy. Yep, go here. All right. Yeah. We're gonna keep, I'm telling you guys what, we're gonna keep this attempt here. I feel like I can at least say that this is successful for me. Just call himself. Batcher being able to ignore stealth is freaking awesome. Yep, hit him up. There we go. All right, we're going to keep this score, and we're going to go back to some JV testing. There we go. Whew, Hollette. There we go. And that's it, folks. That's all, folks. That worked. Again, that worked very well. I'm very, very pleased with that. I'm very pleased with this. All right, we're going to submit that. There we go. Yeah. Felt very good. Oh, there we go. All right, so now let's go back up here. Now here's the real question. This is the thing, RoboMelon. Yeah, I know there's some stuff going on there with that. I'm really wondering if how much tweaking they're going to do to this, because again, the one thing I will say is that, like, there's not a lot of difference between the Relic 7 tier and, like, the Relic 5 tier on some of the teams. And that, to me, is problematic. Like, there should be a significant bump. So I don't like that, per se. I feel like they need to more... Again, I understand, like, these bonuses, right? I get that they want to incentivize you to get to Relic 9. But there's no reason why a Relic 7 tier should feel the same as a Relic 5 tier. So, like, there needs to be some sort of element there where, like, you can counteract some of these things if your characters are at a certain relic level. Just something I was looking at, and I'm like, man, you know, that would be nice if they would switch that up or change that. But let's try this team again. I don't know which one I was doing better with. I do feel like there's a lot of RNG involved in the amount of damage you do. Like, and again, and who they target. Like, that's just ridiculous. Okay. Cheese. Yeah. Yowza. But then if I did the full, like, complement here... Like, that works really well. Woof. See? I mean, that's just... There's just, like, RNG involved there. Like, that, there's, like, how else are you, like, that, there's nothing I can do at that point, right? Oof. Ugh, I thought that would actually get a kill. Come on, Granny. What? This is so... What is going on? Oh, this is great. Oh, this is so much fun. So this is definitely not working the way that it should. Like, she should be dead by now, correct? Like, she doesn't actually live this long. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. Well, that worked. Well, that worked. That should not have worked. I don't know why it's doing it that way, but it should not work this way. This is definitely not... I feel like she's supposed to die there. I don't think she's supposed to live... I could be wrong. I don't know her kit that well. But that's definitely not the way that it should be working. Alright, let's give the taunt to Plo. Let's just let him be a sacrifice. Oof. Okay. Why is she stunned? Ugh. Darn it. Alright. We're going to retry that. Yeah, I see. Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I can see that being a bug, and I can also see that being like, hey, he's... I don't know. It's kind of like he's technically an enemy, but he's, like, technically not. Barris is better than Ayla. Oh, yeah. Barris would 100% be better. I have to be... I'll have to see where I'm at with relic materials here. I would love to try Barris in this team. That was dumb. I should have done that with healing immunity. Okay. All right, there's one survive. Woof. All right, so let's see what she does here. Oh, yeah, it didn't kill him, so. Let's retry. And let's see where I'm at with... Yeah, because I have... How many things do I have? I should have enough to do what I think you guys want me to do. Alright, getting that crit off the bat is nice. Okay, give that to Plo. No stun. Okay, we lost Ayla, but that's fine. Okay, nice. Come on now. Boom. All right, first one down. All right, can I kill you? There we go. Awesome. Now, see, this is pod racing. Ah, I should have targeted this guy. That's all right. We got him. Good job, Granny. Yeah, my hope, I want to see if I can get, and this is my hope, but I think we should be able to get here. My hope was that we could get to a respectable score here without having to, use the Jocasta cheese. There we go. That felt good. So, it is possible without the Jocasta cheese. Right? It is possible without the Jocasta cheese. Definitely a fair bit of luck involved. But I don't hate it. I mean, I don't have the greatest of mods on a lot of these characters. Some of them have much better mods than others. But that felt pretty good. All right, no crit that time. We still get the kill. Go here. So let's see if we lose. See, look, no, again, that's another one where we did not get the okay, Jocasta rifle. Come on, can we get it? Of course I can't get my assist. Let's just basic him. Okay, Ayla got at least something done. Alright, big shock. Let's just get a kill with you. Cause okay, big shock coming in. There we go. I do wonder if I should just keep putting taunt on Plo. Maybe I'll try that next wave just in case, but I feel like once again, this is another one where it's going to be a little bit annoying at times because it definitely feels like you just have to get through wave 1 and then you're fine. Let's get this guy out. I just got to wait. And this is going to be the other thing. Like, now I can at least get him out. Yeah, okay. So you do kind of want to use that with Jocasta at times just to get them out of stealth because you can. I mean, that's another right there. That's 2 in a row. No bug on Jedi Vanguard. So I feel good about that. I feel good about that. I don't know that I really want to push too much harder with Vanguard. So this will give me 3 million. If I can do something with Tarkin clones and then do a bunch of stuff at lower levels, maybe we're okay. But yeah, this felt pretty good. I'm gonna, you know what, guys? I'm gonna keep this one. I want to get to some of the other teams. So we're gonna keep that one. All right, so now we're here, and do any of Jocasta's Zetas look like they'd improve? I'd have to look at that. I actually, so this is part of the problem, and I feel bad. I truthfully do, Road Melon. I feel bad for, you guys, because I never look at Zetas before I equip them. I just kind of put it on because I know I need the character. So I'm gonna say, like, your safe answer is absolutely. I just can't tell you, one way or the other. Yeah, the basic would help. Yeah, you need it on the special. I would definitely say the basic is probably the least helpful of them, and the special and the unique are the ones. I have all of Jocasta Zetas. Yeah, I have all of her Zetas, man. They're all there. But I'm going to try this, guys. Look, bare minimum, we're going to do this because it was going to happen anyway. We knew it was going to happen. It just is still painful to do Relic 9 on him. But I'm not expecting too much more out of this team, to be honest, but we're at least going to give it a go. Because I know I need it anyways. Alright. Let's go after you. Oof. Alright. Let's try that again, where we can actually get a kill. Da-da. Oof. Wow, what the heck? Let's try that again. Yeah, I'm not getting any assists. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not getting anything out of this, man. That is just... That is not even, like, remotely happening. I didn't know if this would help or not, but I just wanted to try it. But yeah, it just doesn't... Whew. Yeah. So this tier, the Relic 9 tier, you're at least immune to stun. But holy crap, it's just nutso. Yeah, we're not getting the... And that was a very, 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 very fast, Oof. Yeah. So, if Scorch is needed, it is what it is. That's just going to suck for me for a little bit. Let's exit that. Let's see if we can do anything on, like, the Relic. We really weren't doing anything on the Relic 7 tier. Let's try Relic 5. I don't know. I will say, this will really disappoint me if it's, like, one of them is the key compared to, like, oh, you just have a team. But, oof. Yeah, I mean, even, like, there, like, Lord Vader's just taken so many turns. There's not a lot that you can do. Or, like, they're taking so many turns back to back to back. So he starts out... Yeah, see, he gets down to 15 because I don't have a full team of clone troopers. And then it just goes south from there really, really quickly. Ugh. Now, I wonder if I did this. $287. Yeah, I have all of Tarkin's stuff. I'm telling you guys, I think this is why I wanted it. This is why I wanted to have it at this point. Like, if you don't have those top tier, those perfect 2 clones for this, like, you're kind of screwed. Oof. Because you don't have time. This is the problem. without a full team, you don't have time before Lord Vader starts killing the Jedi. Right? Like, he should have 25, but he gets down to 15 because you're losing stacks for every person you don't have with you. So that was at least somewhat close to what I need to do. Ooh. Yeah, that's just not doing anything. Well, so this is the problem, right? So Kanan's dad, this is the thing. Getting lucky for me, or like my thoughts so far, right? I'm okay with the way the Bad Batch work. There's an absolute strategy there. I'm okay with the way the Jedi Vanguard are working. Like, there's legitimate strategies that are, hey, this works. I hate when Capital Games creates game modes and the strategy is get lucky. That, to me, is a failure in creation. Like, your goal as, developers should be to create game modes that are challenging because you put thought into it, because there's a strategy to it, not don't hope that they land stun and hope that you crit. Like, at that point, you've taken skill out of the equation and just you're pulling a slot machine each time. And again, I'm not trying to be like super like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever and screw CG. But they definitely, I think, if the strategy for some of these is get lucky, I'm going to have a much harsher opinion than I would otherwise. Like, that's just crazy. Like, that's insane. Now, let's try this at the Relic 5 tier. Let's see if that feels any different. And I will say this, at least if I know, hey, Scorch is the priority, then maybe I do invest a little bit more. I mean, I am closer on Scorch than I am Disguised Clone Trooper anyways. But, that is a legitimate, I'd argue that's a legitimate point to bring up, that do you try to, change that up a little bit. Yeah, see, like, there, like, I didn't even kill anybody, and I'm on a lower, like, that's the other thing. I'm missing damage, but, like, I mean, I've got Oppo. Oppo's got an offense set with 10.5, like, I mean, he's modded pretty damn well. It's just if I maybe need more critical chance or something, but even still, it's just like... Yeah, see there? Like, we're just a hair off on the damage. So I'm wondering if I do something like this. So instead of crafting like that, do I do like a... Try that. Yeah, we can try that. See if that works. I mean, Yeah, Tarkin, like, I know he can do the Underman at some of the other levels. It's just, can he do it, or can he do it without Scorch is maybe the bigger question. Ugh, yeah, see, like, right there. So, like, this is what I mean, where it's like, okay, they target your Tarkin, now you're cooked. Okay, go here. I definitely like leading with that one on. Ugh. See, again, like that's the way I feel. I don't like when, if it feels like RNG to me, and I got it back on the Relic 7 tier, but if it feels like RNG to me, I'm not going to like it. If it feels like, hey, there's a strategy and you actually have to do this and this, then maybe I'm okay with that. Like this, okay. Oh my god. See? Like that's just ridiculousness. So far my only complaint is that the Tarkin clones, I think that's my biggest complaint right now, is that Tarkin clones feel very incomplete without the full team. And again, you can argue that to the cows come home of whether or not that's to me it feels very what's the word? Kind of explains why the raid feels a little bit rushed. I would have liked for this team to at least be a part of it. See, but I don't know that Kanan, I don't know that the AoE before using the other special will help. I can try it, but I don't know that it would I don't know that I would have enough damage output there. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? I'm going to say this. I don't need to underman this for any reason other than, like, I want to be able to say I can underman it. I'm going to bring every single one of these clones to Relic 9. So, like, that's another thing that I did want to say, too, is, like, I don't want everyone to think that you should be trying to Relic 9 this. Yeah, see, like, that did nothing. Like, I don't want people to think that you should be trying to do these undermans with Relic 9s when a team like the Clones is going to be good in everything and you should just kind of suck it up. Ugh. Yeah, they're just... Yeah, the crit, like that. I think that's where you really need... that's where Scorch is really going to play a role. And I don't think I have the crystals to be able to get Scorch to Relic 9 right now. As much as I would love that, I don't think I have that capability. Yeah, see, look, so there goes that guy. All right, well, that... Okay. I should have targeted him. Okay. Okay. Saved one of them. There we go. All right. I mean, so here's the thing. 960, I will take that. It's better than the Relic 3 tier, but it's definitely not what I want. Shitstorm, you know, I've got some mixed feelings. We're successful. I feel Bad Batch are fine. Jedi Vanguard feel okay, but the clones, man, I'm a little bit frustrated because it definitely feels like you absolutely have to have Scorch to underman, which, again, it is what it is. But it's like, man, it just feels like such a swift kick to the balls. Okay, there we go. We won the coin, but then it doesn't matter. We just can't kill him. I just didn't get the kill there. I'm wondering if I need more. I'm wondering if I need more offense on. I'm wondering if I need more offense on Tarkin. I don't know if the offense would help or not, or if it's more potency. I think overall, I look at this raid and I'm like, it doesn't feel complete yet. You know, and I feel like we all knew that kind of coming in, that this was going to be a systemic problem with this raid. But playing it these times, man, you're like, gosh, this would have slapped if it came out, like, you know, in a month. Or just like when things felt a little, like, I don't need, like, just like, what's it called with Mace Windu, where, like, or with Jar Jar. Jar Jar came into the Battle for Naboo raid like a month late. That felt fine. That felt okay. I didn't feel like that was I didn't have a super, super big problem with that. All right, so we're consistently, that seems consistent enough. Let me try something here. Let's see if I can make Tarkin just a little bit faster. I don't know. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, see, that's a problem. I felt like I was doing, again, I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong and I should just try to, I'm going to try a couple different openings here, see if it makes a difference. Okay, so there goes one. Woof. Yeah, see, losing my oppo is not part of the deal. Okay, basic. I wonder, I'm going to try something here. Do that. Yeah, see there? We're just going to lose that guy all the time. Now, this is the R7 tier, so this is a little bit... Alright, let's go back down to Relic 5 tier. Let's see if that makes a difference. Okay, go here. You know what? Do I do this? And then do I... Ah, see, they still gain the retribution back. Go here. Okay, one's dead. Oh, we're back on the max tier. Okay, hit that up. That healing immunity is just miserable, dude. Yeah, I don't know that that will work, Tempest. I'm trying to think of, like, the problem is you're gonna, so we lose 10 stacks right away, and then it just goes, like, south from there. See, they gain back that... If I could just make Tarkin... Maybe I just make him faster and sacrifice... I don't know. Maybe... There's a couple things I could try here. I could try to sacrifice some of Tarkin's potency for speed. Nope. And it's switching back to the tier. I could try to Oh, we're going to have extras with us. Because I can get rid of their retribution. But I need Tarkin to be faster than them. So that I can get here. But then... See, I lose the speed. I lose that war. And then I do this. I mean, I don't get any kills anyways. Maybe I do... Let's just try this. I don't want to mess around too much. Let's just try it. Okay. See, I still lost with Tarkin there. And I mean, that's a fast set. How fast is he? 321? I mean, I'm trying to think, can I make him any faster? I could try that. That's 27. Try that. Of course. All right. Rats, how do I want to do this? Alright, guys, give me 1 sec. I gotta go through these. I actually have to go... I have to go through my mods now, because I don't want to... I'm very particular with this event, because I actually really like it for mods. And I need to make sure that I... That's not worth keeping. Let's see what you get. Nope. Okay. Get rid of that. You're not worth keeping. You're not worth keeping. I'll keep you. Nope. 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 Skip. Nope. Alright. Now I can finally put this fucking stupid mod. Tarkin, 330. Alright, 330 speed better be enough to go to like break this up a little bit. See, he just doesn't gain enough each turn meter for debuffed enemies. Yeah, he's just not gaining enough. I don't think the Tempest, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him with Tarkin's. I mean, I can try it, but I don't think it's going to matter because he's still going to kill the Jedi. See, he still killed the Jedi. We got him out, but he still killed that Jedi. It didn't really... I just need to get... Come on. See if that... okay. Now that is better. Now that is better. I didn't save that Jedi, but we did get... This is... Tempest, that might have been... That's a much better start so far, but it just depends how consistent that can be. Yeah, it kind of... Yeah, it definitely... Like you said, it kind of works. Let's just see how much... We're only at like 900,000 damage, so... Oh, no, we're 1.2. That's a lot. That's a lot higher than what we were doing. That is much better than what we were doing before. Mahirlo, dude, you're such an asshole, Mahir. We're going to retry that. That felt much better. Let's try this again. Mahir's in a Viva la Mexico mood right now. All right. Okay. Oof. Yeah, that's not gonna work. No, shitstorm, dude. We've been you've missed it. I've been trying. This team with what I have is not capable of getting there. It just is. We're just missing like one too many pieces. Yeah, that also didn't work. Oh, Mahir, I hate you so much. That's why I'm gonna buy you drinks. Oh, my man, you are too kind. But now I'm sweating over LA Galaxy and San Jose. Now see, yeah, that's just tragic right there. Come on, let's keep pushing. All right, we did that. Yeah, see, I didn't critically hit there, and that I feel like the crit is super important. Yeah, I feel like you need that. I feel like we had him like really close to dying. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, he died. Yeah, see, that just went. No, so shitstorm. The problem is we lose the Jedi. So I'm just trying to see what we can do in our opening plays. Has Mahirlo considered farming any ships? You guys will have to ask him if he's considered farming ships. You guys will have to ask him. I don't think he's considered farming ships. They're still optional as far as he's concerned. Alright, there's a good crit. Ugh, Tarkin, man. Busting my balls. How do you... Come on. See, that's just, like... I know that, like, the dodges would happen... Would, like, never happen any other time. Oh my god. Kane and Jay, ships farmed are still entirely optional. They are entirely optional for Mahir. They are entirely optional. You guys should ask him what the last... Mahir, what's the last ship that you have farmed? Yeah, see, that's not working. I gotta, like, really focus in here. Old man Logan sent me a DM that he scored 11.6 in the raid and still has a shitty pirate team to use. Yeah, there goes that guy. There goes the Nightfall Trooper, which is not good. Oh my gosh. Man, we hit it perfectly that one time. I should have kept that. Because now I'm gonna say, guys, if I get 1.4 with this team again, we're keeping it. Like, that's just... I'm trying to remember, like, every move that I did there to make that happen. Okay, I mean, that's not... I feel like that guy died, okay. Yeah, see, I felt like I got the... Hold on. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I feel like I was able to kill Oppo before those clones came back. Ugh, yeah. Now we're cooked. Mahir saying Anakin Starfighter. Oh my god. He and I were in a guild at one point together. And there was this dude who would complain every day about the Malak farm. And it would just bring so much joy to our faces to listen to this dude just, like, complain about Malak. How Malak was the hardest farm in the game. And, oh my god, it was just so funny. Like, the guy ended up getting booted from the guild, but every day we'd just come into Fluffy Bunny freaking out about someone's drop rates. And it was just oh my god. That guild was just unhinged. Come on now. We need some crits here. Can we get some crits in the chat, guys? Come on, I need some help. I need some help here from get some critical hits. I feel bad because I want to, like, really test this for you guys, and at the same time I'm like, I really just need to get my score and get the fuck out. Oof, yeah. Come on. Come on, we can make this happen. We can make this happen. Come on. Alright, basic. There's a crit. And I think I did this. Yep. There we go. Shut up, Johnny. Do I want to test your account? I'd love to test a competent account. Okay, hit that up. I don't know that this is going to get the kills that I need. Oh my god. Kane and Jay with the $2 calling all ships for critical hits. I feel like this is just going to become a shit on Mihirlo's ships party. Ugh. Alright, basic. And it's not a crit. Nah, Johnny, it's alright, man. Ugh. Yeah. I feel like I know, like, here's the thing, right? I hope for everybody watching that, like, that this is actually providing you with some level of, like, hey, this is what the new raid is, because, like, yep. I think without Scorch, it's almost impossible. And that's okay. Like, I don't want to get too worked up because, like, we kind of knew this was going to be the case. But it does, I will say, like, I know I said initial thoughts and I've really just been complaining the whole time. I feel like there's a lot of really good elements here. It's a lot faster. It does feel very gated by phase 1. Like, your entire run is basically, can I get to phase 1 or not? Okay. Jedi died, but... Okay, give us some more lives here. Let's dispel the retribution. Okay. Come on, there's advantage. That's good. That's also good. Okay. All right, we might be on here. Hold on. Let's just do a basic there. Basic there again. Basic there again. Basic. 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 All right. All right, hold on. Let's do that. That's good. All right. All right, we might be cooking again. All right. All right. I think we're going to leave it at this. So I'm going to have to save this Tarkin setup. But this works to a degree, right? You know, it works, quotation marks. Oh, I don't get the assist from him. That's ridiculous. We're taking it. We're submitting that, guys. I'm not letting that sit there. Ugh. All right. That was not pleasant. That was not pleasant. Listen, it works. Definitely feel that was just, oh, it's awful. That's not fun. So while I kind of put some mods back on, call it Tempest Clones. Oh, I didn't save his mod set. Son of a... I know what it is. Hold on. Alright. So it's... this. Hold on. That. Okay, and it's got to be one of these that has... I should just put one that has this on it. I'm just going to steal Mara Jades for that. I don't freaking care. Alright. Empty mod slots. Thanks, Tempest, man. I appreciate the help. You got me through it. You got me through that. That's all you. I just press buttons. As I tell my wife when I do stuff for her, I just pick things up and I put them down. All right, now let's go do this garbage. All right, keep going here. Equip that on. All right, that works. That worked. Good enough. All right, let's go back in. Let's do some extra testing here. All right, let's go back down to like, let's see like here. I wonder. Oh, that was a mistake. I gotta remember I can't use AoEs. You guys gotta like remind me that I can't use AoE abilities. You know what? Let's set that over there. Putting Sana under stealth does absolutely nothing. Except I can do that, and then I don't get critically hit. Oop. LV's gonna probably kill that clone there. Or that Jedi, yep. Alright, let's try this. So Hondo does seem to only... So Hondo and the nest... I did not get the nest to work, did I? That's right. I did want to come back to that. I did not get nest to work, but I think there's a, you know, skill issue in modding here. I feel like I'm just going to do this. Yeah, it just is not. I need something. I know Nest can work. I just don't know what the... If I need, like, more speed or more offense or more... Let's just see what we can do here. See if I can figure out a strategy. Oof. I wonder if with Nest it's just about, you know, farming kills. Okay, kill that thing. There we go. Whoops. I meant to do this. Keep going. You know, in Squad Arena, I might be able to win this. I have a crit avoid arrow, but not offense. Give me 1 sec, guys. Hold on. I gotta use a bathroom here. I'm gonna go piss in my bushes. All right. Now you said crit avoid. I'm gonna try. Let's just try offense sets. I don't know that. Does speed really matter? Like, does it matter like how much offense I put on her? Like who the? Like, I could do something like this. Just put like a boatload of health. Or we could do like Star Killer has the faster set, crit damage, also a lot of offense, not as much health. I can use my trusty Slicker, beef up her health, a lot of speed, not as much offense. But you're saying Relic 7? Because there's no way I'm going to be able to Relic 7 her. That's just not happening. I mean, I could slice this up, but I don't know that I want to slice up a whole mod set for her. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. All right. And let's go to this, and let's pick offense percent. All right, and then let's do That'll work. Let's just try it. All right. Assign loadout. Let's try that. Okay. Okay. That worked. Got a lot of days out on the field. Yep. All right, we're going to restart that. Ah! Do I want to do the basic or do I want to do the... I'm wondering if I just lead off with like a basic or something and then try and use the AoE once they're kind of like already down. Okay, let's just do this. Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess I gotta, you know, avoid a stun too. Fucking hell. Alright, come on. Let's get some... Let's get some plays going. I love that these guys don't have any... like... defensive buffs. That just makes my life just so much easier. All right, there we go. There we go. That's round one. Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right. We're gonna try this at least another time or two just to verify things. I don't feel right doing it once and then saying to everybody it's super easy. We'll do this. We'll do this another time or two. We'll do our due diligence. I've been burned plenty of times by stuff like that where it's like it works like 1 out of 10 times. Holy. Go. There we go. Yeah, game, set, match. All right, we're going to try it again. Let's run it back. All right. Let's go. All right, so bait. Yeah, I let off with the other ability, but I don't. Let's see if it matters or not. That matters. So I might. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's just annoying to have to restart all the time, but. Yeah, I just want to do the... I feel like I just like the... Yeah. Something's... I don't know if I did something wrong this time. If I should have done the days earlier. Yeah. All right, let's go back. Okay, lead off with that. Okay, that's good. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this feels much more... I have another turn. All right. There we go. There we go. Whoops. Kill you. Kill you. And then we're going all in on you. There she goes. Boom. And there we go again. All right. So Enfys Nest, I'm okay with that one, right? That's just all right. That's 300k. And I don't know that you need her Zeta for that. I truly don't know that you need her Zeta for that. We're going to submit that. We're going to take that to the bank. All right. Let's go to the empty mod slots and actually... Yeah, I feel like that's a very... I feel like Enfys should be a very popular character for this raid because she is going to be able to solo. She doesn't require the Zeta. No Kyra tech. That's 15 million points for your guild. If you guys can, that's 15 million points for your guild for, a Relic 5. I feel, for what this raid is, I feel like you're going to get your money's worth out of that very, very easily. All right. So let's go to Hondo. And let's try this one again. So what I think I'm going to try is I'm going to lock in Oppo. Because I'm going to try to kill Fox first anyways. Come on, Hondo. Boom. Man, I so called to a bunch of people that Hondo would be able to solo this raid. People did not believe me. I was like, I bet you he can solo it because he's going to be able to he'll be able to ramp, and no one wanted to believe me, and here he is at 38 stacks of profit already. Go. Yeah, this is ridiculously easy. Now, Hondo, you probably need his Zetas for, but again, who cares? Hondo's actually good. Boom. Yeah, I'm not showing this more than once, or like this time here. Like, this feels really, really easy. Feel like just decent Hondo mods will get you through. Boom. Man, that felt good. That's a solid run right there. It's a solid run. We're going to take that to the bank. All right. So now, oh, did I use? Oh, whoops. That was a mistake. Oh, I accidentally used all my attempts. I didn't use the rest of my Jedi Vanguard. Damn, that was idiotic. I was going to see if I could do more points with them. I wasn't even thinking. Son of a bitch. Well, that's 5 million points for the raid. I feel pretty solid with that. I mean, it's not great, but it's 5 million. If everybody in my guild, I don't think we're all going to get there, but if everybody in my guild could get what I got, you know, we're going to get to the 245 crate. Yeah, so here's kind of my thoughts, right? Kind of collect everything. You know, it's been, I can't believe it's almost 1 a.m. right now. I feel like totally awake. Here's the thing. No, yeah, I have the other, I did Beck already. So I did the, shitstorm, I did Beck already. I submitted that attempt. I used, Tarkin clones, I used the Beck team, I used Bad Batch, and then Hondo and Enfys Nest. So, here's, I'd say, the teams I feel really good about. Right, if we go to our Order 66 raid, Hondo is great, right? 300,000, perfect. Same thing with Enfys Nest. Both of those two, very, very doable. The Bad Batch, the new batch, I'm all right with that. There's a legitimate strategy to it. I don't have the best of mods on them. Just switching between Hunter and Batcher, playing around a little bit with it, there's a strategy. I feel good, right? I feel like there's a legitimate strategy there that you can follow. Jedi Vanguard, to a degree, feels that way. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's a little bit more that way. I do fear for the players who won't have Jocasta. But I did show that you were able to get through some of those lower tiers, even with the Jedi Vanguard that we got from the Lightspeed bundle. The team I'm the most upset about, that obviously I'm able to test at the current time, is Tarkin clones without Scorch, without Disguised Clone Trooper. I'm like kind of like in shambles over it. You needing Scorch is fine. It is what it is. It just sucks because you'd love to see a team like this be able to do something on some of those other tiers, and they just don't have the capability. And maybe it's you just got to keep trying, but I'm not willing to keep trying. You know, I think overall this raid, from a gameplay perspective, far superior to the Naboo raid. I think from a RNG perspective, there's improvements in some aspects, and I'd say there's some step backs in the other. Particularly on my part, the stuns with the massive damage. That to me is definitely something that I feel is a bit too much on the RNG for me. The Fox, where on like a basic he puts ability block on people, that's another one that I'm kind of like not sure how I feel about it, because if it goes on the one character, you need to use an ability. It just, there's some elements. I don't think it's quite as bad as the Naboo raid. I think it's overall an improvement. I say that with the sentiment that I remember what it was like when the Sith raid came out. I remember what it was like when the Challenge Pit raid came out, when the Crate Dragon raid came out, when the Speeder Bike raid, when Naboo raid. You know, I've been there for all of it. Every single one of those, the vast majority of the player base was not getting the best of rewards, or was not getting the same rewards, because it took a little bit to build into it. So with this one, I'm going to say the same thing. It's going to take a little bit to build into. I will say, in defense of the player base, this one does feel like it has the steepest level of entry. What I will recommend, and I'll put out some videos, we'll talk about this a lot, but what I'm going to be recommending a lot is find a team that you feel like you can build, and I would invest more relics into them rather than trying to build a bunch of different teams. As you know, I said this a lot, like, just for perspective, right? You know, one Relic 7 team is worth as much as 2 Relic 3 teams. And you think about it, for a lot of you, where your struggles lie is Zetas. It's Kyrotex. It's mods. So imagine how much easier it will be to get 1.8 million points using one team that just has to go to Relic 7. And sure, there's more signal data spent there, but that's only one team's Zetas you need to worry about. Only one team's mods you need to worry about. And if that's where you're really struggling, or Kyrotex, you're going to be in a lot better position trying to do one team at a higher relic level rather than a bunch of them at these lower levels. You know, even like just to, you know, drive it home some more, right? One Relic 8 or one Relic 9 team is worth as much as 2 Relic 8 team. Think about, you know, the 2 Relic 5 teams is not even worth as much as 1 Relic 8 team. So there is a degree here where if you are in a guild and you guys are trying to figure out how best to attack this raid, I would think more so along the lines of investing heavier into a single team rather than trying to be a jack of all trades, master of none. And I think you'll get a lot more out of the raid. So, yeah, folks, listen. We've talked a lot about the requirements. The entry gate is very steep, but overall, I think this is an improvement. The runs felt so much faster. Like, I played through a lot of those, and a lot of it was, all right, can I try to, you know, leaving the first wave, trying to mess around with things. So it felt really, really good. I had a lot of fun with you guys tonight, especially just doing something like this. I hope it provides another perspective. You know I'm not mid-game, but I know I'm not Arnold. So I hope that gives you some perspective as to someone who their account is going to be significantly growing during this time of the raid. So before I officially sign off, you guys got any questions, last minute comments? What are you thinking? How are we feeling about things? You know, based on what you saw from me or you've seen from other people, what are you guys thinking? The great one, man. You missed. He came right at the end. I just had wrapped up all my stuff. A stream will get posted. You'll be able to go back and see it. I mean, it's pretty damn good. I unfortunately submitted all of my attempts by accident. I was trying to save one more. I just wasn't thinking. But it's also probably a good thing because it is late. So if you guys don't have anything for me, I'm going to log off here and get to bed before it's too late. Somebody said, it seems frustrating, the attempt scene. Now, so Kanan, the thing was, I was trying to be very like, all right, I'd say the only team I was actually frustrated with was Tarkin. Everybody else, once I got the strategy down, it seemed okay. I think what you'll be seeing from a lot of content creators and other things is here's kind of the best teams to do it with. But I think you tweak your mods a little bit here and there, you'll find what works. But honestly, it felt like this felt way better than what Naboo was at the start. Naboo was at the start of it was a travesty. You know, you were remodding every single team for every single run. You know, they made Naboo a lot better at the end. And, like, I remodded, like, Tarkin, but not my clones. I didn't remod any of my Jedi Vanguard. No remodding on Hondo. I did for Nest, and I just had to move them around on the Bad Batch. So it really isn't as bad as it looks. There's a lot of attempts I would have submitted, but I was trying to do a lot of them on stream. Oh, yeah, Kanan, if you hopped in at Tarkin, yeah. We did some stuff earlier, and then we tried to get to the Tarkin. Tarkin was it's the team I'm most frustrated with. The other ones I'm overall pleased with. The Jedi Vanguard, I'm a little bit torn because I didn't get to do as much testing of the lower team on various difficulties, but the Keller and Beck team worked as it should. So yeah, overall I'm okay with that. You know, it feels fine. So you guys got anything else for me? Yeah, great one. Honestly, it's not even the whole team. You just need Scorch. Obviously, the whole team would make this automatic. And that's kind of the thing I would say is that if you had a taunting tank, if you had the whole team, this would be a joke with Tarkin. It's also challenging because the modifier... So... what he gains at the start of battle, he gains 25 stacks of execute, and those stacks are what he does when he eliminates one of the Jedi, and it's reduced to 15 if there were fewer than 5 enemies. So when you try to underman here, you have to work a lot faster, and with Oppo, CX2, Tarkin, it's not quite enough. You can't do quite enough damage to fully get through that. I don't think Tarkin and Scorch can duo it. I think you need Oppo from what I've understood. But I'm sure someone will we'll figure that out at some point. But from what I've seen, you still need Oppo. Because, excuse me. Oh, there's a yawn. Oppo does give you the Nightfall Trooper too, so that does help your damage output quite a bit. But otherwise, folks, I think that's all I've got. Again, any other... I mean, I want to make sure I answer the questions here. You know, I know I've been very... You know, you guys are really cool. So... All right, one higher relic team. I'm wondering what your deck recommendation would be in regards to what relic levels. And yeah, so Kanan, a lot of it just comes down to what you're. I'm gonna say it's more so on you than it is on me. Like, what level is your guild requiring? Is your guild requiring you to get 5 million points? Or are they requiring you to get 3 million points? To me, Relic 5 is kind of like a. I don't know. I kind of consider Relic 5 a joke. I don't think Relic 5 is that much. You know, that much to ask. But if you wanted to take, like, your Jedi Vanguard to Relic 7, I don't hate it. But I think a lot of it we'll just have to wait and see as more of us get clones and figure out where they're good, where they're not, and where you guys are kind of getting your stuff at. So, you know, right now I don't have a good answer on what team I think is the best to... a lot of that's going to be very dependent on your own account, what your own wants are, and what your guild wants are. Because you've also got to remember that pirates are going to come into this raid. And, you know, we'll have some discussions about that at a later date on what that means and how to invest. But that's definitely going to change some things. Oh, excuse me. So you guys got anything else? Or are we, am I free to go crash on in my bed? Oh, I didn't buy my stores. I should do that while I'm thinking of it. I'll never forgive myself if I didn't buy my mods. But yeah, if you guys don't have anything else for me, I'm going to log off here and go get some sleep. I appreciate everybody sticking through stream. This was a lot of fun being able to do this with you guys. I do hope everybody learned something, even if it's just like right at the end here, but I hope everybody kind of learned something from this on what they can expect going into the raid. You know, make sure you can come back to the stream will be on YouTube, so you can come back and check it out to see what I was and wasn't doing. I'll make sure to be posting regularly inside of my Discord on teams that I'm using, mods and stuff like that. So we'll kind of make sure that we have ourselves a little resource there that you can go through and figure out all that kind of stuff. Because, you know, I want to make sure that that we have the right resources in place for you. So with that said, folks, I appreciate all of you so much. I am so blessed and honored to be able to create content for you guys. And I have the greatest community in the world. So I really appreciate all of you. Like, subscribe, comment. I love you all. May the force be with you. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, my friends.